It's been almost a year that I've been on YouTube now, full time, and I've got a video coming up about that in about a month's time, so I won't talk too much about that now. But one of the things that I am going to talk about in that video is I've seen a lot of people recently quitting YouTube, and so I wanted to talk a bit about that because I've come to some conclusions over my time on the platform I think might be helpful. But I'm also going to say something that I haven't heard anybody actually say before, and that is that some people should quit YouTube. That might sound weird because a lot of people think that I'm a YouTube growth channel, and I don't actually see myself that way. When I've been reflecting on my year journey on YouTube, I actually see myself as somebody who just set out to grow a channel and document that journey and share the things I learned along the way, which is exactly what I've done. Now, if that makes me a YouTube growth channel, I'm not sure, but I don't think it does, not in the traditional way. Now, of course, on a YouTube growth channel, people aren't going to tell you, yes, you should quit. Because, well, firstly, it's not in their interest, because then if you do quit, you're not going to watch any more YouTube growth videos on their channel. But let's put that aside and say that most people have got your best interests at heart. I think, you know, they get sucked into trying to motivate people, which I think is a good thing. But the reality is that what is actually best for you might not be to be on YouTube. Because after a year of doing this myself, or almost a year, you know, I'm monetized, right? So I've succeeded, if you like. I've at least succeeded in my own mission. But after all this time, I see that there is a lot of struggle, there is a lot of pain, there is a lot of disappointment and unknowns that cause you, you know, anxiety, I guess. And if you're not built to deal with that, then you're probably not built for YouTube. So when people say that you shouldn't quit, I don't think that's always the right answer. Because for some of you, the right answer is to go and do something else with your time. Because time's the most valuable thing we have, right? So if you're spending all your time doing this and it's not getting you anywhere, you're not enjoying it, you're not learning anything, you're not getting any financial reward for it, whatever the case is, probably all of those things for many people, then what are the reasons you are actually doing it? I mean, if it's just the, let's face it, vague and potentially unlikely situation that you actually make a success of this and you make it into a business or a lifestyle for yourself, if that's the only reason you're doing it, but you don't like it, you're not enjoying yourself, it's causing you stress, causing you problems, then, I mean, that's like a normal job that you don't like, right? So, and you know, with all those things in mind, you're probably not going to do a very good job of this either. So I think some people should quit. And what I've noticed is that since 2026, I'd say, I've seen some shifts on YouTube and in the world in various ways. And I wonder if some of those things are the reasons that people are quitting. So in no particular order, the geopolitical situation in the world. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment. It's affecting people's jobs, the fuel prices have gone nuts, all these other things. It causes a lot of stress and uncertainty. And when you add all of that on top of trying to run a YouTube channel, which is already stressful, then I get it. I mean, that could be a cause, right? Because what I've seen is a lot of people that were active on my channel or in my school community, for example, have given up, and most of them I've spoken to, and they've given different reasons and on why they've quit, and they make sense, right? They're not bad reasons. So the number of people though is quite high. It's quite high, and when I think about that, I realise just how many good people have effectively disappeared. have either paused or completely stopped their channel. And so could it be the political situation in the world? Maybe. Could it be AI? There's all this talk about AI taking jobs, and I mean, some cases it's happening, or at least that's the reason that people have been given. You know, is AI going to do all this stuff for us? Is there any point in creating videos? I think there is, but anyway, that's a subject for another video. But is AI a stressful factor in this? I don't want to use AI maybe, or I don't agree with it, but I feel like I'm forced to because everybody else is. And to that I would say, I think you can balance it out. I think it's worth using, but I think it's worth using in a way that basically just speeds things up for you, not to replace your creativity or yourself in your videos. That's my opinion. It's got a fly in my ear. That's my opinion on it, but you know, people can do what they like. They can do full AI channels if they want. I don't care. That's not for me. But anyway, that's a stressful factor, I think. The whole AI thing, the whole new technology. You know, when we've been doing YouTube in the past, we haven't had to worry about these big disruptive things. I mean, probably the thing before AI was the internet, right? And YouTube wouldn't exist without the internet, so we didn't have to worry about that. So this big disruptive thing that's coming along, and again, it causes uncertainty, right? And could it be YouTube itself? You know, it's not easy, is it? This thing. YouTube is like an absent boss or supervisor at work. I mean, if you go to work and you've got a good manager, then let's say you work on a project and it doesn't quite go to plan, or the boss isn't happy with the result of it. If you have a decent boss or half decent boss, you should be able to go to them and say, you know, what went wrong? What could we do better next time? What particularly didn't you like about it or didn't work? Whereas in YouTube, you release a video and that's literally it. You have no idea. Now I know there's a lot of people out there that tell you, oh, I know exactly how to game the algorithm and all that other stuff. But anyway, aside from that, you probably feel that you don't know what's going on. YouTube doesn't give you any feedback. If it does, you don't know whether you can trust it. Analytics are trash most of the time. You don't know why you don't have views. You think it's because your video's bad, but then you go in and you see you've been given 25 impressions on that video. Was the video bad, or did it just get not shown to anybody? And you can go down a whole rabbit hole of chasing all those analytics and all that stuff, and it probably won't get you anywhere because you won't have any more answers at the end of it anyway. So there's that, right? You're so uncertain about what's going on, what you've done right or wrong, if anything. You just don't know. So it's like shooting in the dark, isn't it? I mean, you know, when are you going to hit the target? You have no idea. Maybe never. So there's so many reasons why this thing is hard, and why people do quit, and why maybe sometimes they should. So I'd really be interested to know in the comments if you're confident enough or comfortable enough to share if you've quit, if you're thinking about quitting, or if you've taken a break, or if you are taking a break, and why. What is it for you that's made it difficult? I suspect that a lot of it is YouTube itself and just the way this whole thing works, because it's a massive test of resilience, isn't it? It's a massive test of belief, I guess, and of pushing through all this stuff, even when it's hard and it's not fun and it sucks. Are you going to do that? Are you prepared to do that? Should you be prepared to do it? Can you do it, and are you prepared to do it? Is two different things. You could maybe do it and force yourself, but you might hate it, not enjoy it at all, and spend a whole year or 2 years or 3 years or whatever of your life not enjoying it. Is that worth it? Even if you make it, is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you'd be more happy doing something else. Anyway, I've seen loads of people quit. I don't know exactly why. A lot of people have their own reasons. But a lot of it comes down to YouTube itself, or the nature of how this whole thing works. And I get that. And when you see all these disruptive technologies and all these new things and people doing X, Y, Z, you think, do I want to be a part of that? What is it even going to look like in a few years' time or next year? We don't know, right? So many unknowns. And I think life's like that in itself as well. But I don't think people worry about that as much. But on here, it's every day, isn't it? It's in your face every day. All the uncertainty, all the doubts. And it doesn't get easier. You know, when you're monetized like I am, and you're in some ways successful on YouTube, I guess, compared to many other channels. What is it, 5 to 8% or something of monetized? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, even when you have been around for a long time, or you have some sort of success, it's still difficult. It doesn't get easier. You're still filled with doubts and worries about what you're doing. So, you know, that doesn't change. And I was listening to a Swedish guy, Peter Lindgren. He has 600,000, I think, subscribers. He's been doing full time for 7 years. And he still struggles with the same thing. He said exactly the same. So, again, do you want to be on here 7 years' time, successful like Peter, and still struggling? Still having the same doubts and stuff? It does get easier. It's, I think, same for me. It's easier for me too over time. And I mean, I'm fairly resilient anyway, so I have that in my favour, I guess. But it hasn't got easier for me. It hasn't got easier for him. So it's probably, you know, for many people, what you see on camera is not necessarily the reality. So if you've quit YouTube, or you're thinking about it, or you're taking a break or whatever, you might not be watching this video. But if you are, let me know down in the comments. I'll try and help if I can. But I think your experiences would be helpful to other people, because for some people, quitting is the right answer. Now, I don't want you to make excuses for yourself. I don't want you to talk yourself into it when you know deep down you probably are just talking yourself into it because you're lazy or whatever it is that is stopping you from actually doing this and making it work. Oh, I can't find the time. Maybe you can't, right? Maybe that's true. Or maybe you can, but you just can't really be bothered. You'd rather watch Netflix. And, you know, maybe that is the right answer for you too. I don't know. It's not going to get you very far, but at least you'll be enjoying yourself. So, I don't know. I'm not here to lecture anybody or tell anybody what's right or wrong. And I've said myself that, you know, you should keep going, you shouldn't quit and all that type of stuff. But I don't know, you know. Maybe I think I was wrong. I think some of you shouldn't quit. But I think for some of you, it's the right reason as well. Or the right decision. Because it's like saying, I know, let's start off a coffee shop. I don't personally want to run a coffee shop. But some of you might, and might be very successful at it as well, right? I might not. And I don't want to do it. So would running a coffee shop be right for everybody then? Well, of course not. So why would running a YouTube channel be right for everyone? Even people who've given it a go or who are watching videos because they're interested in having a go. Doesn't mean it's the right decision for you. Doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Anyway, so I'll leave you with those thoughts. Let me know in the comments section below what you think. I had no script for this video, no notes, no real plan. I just felt I'm going to just go and make that. Have a walk in the forest, keep it old school. Coming up on the channel, 1 year video, 100 videos soon as well. Well, in probably a few months. And also, some of you probably noticed a little pivot towards other types of videos, more how-tos, more reviews. I'm still going to do these talking head ones, scatter them in as well. Haven't decided exactly the direction, but I've been learning a lot of new stuff. I've got some new goals. Now I've completed my get monetized goal. I've now got other goals, like getting into the Amazon influencer program, for example, and some other stuff like that, trying to bump up the amount that I earn from affiliate commissions and that type of stuff. So we'll see where that takes me. New chapter in the journey, I guess. New ideas, new things to try out. Don't know how it's going to go. One person told me, welcome to the death of your channel. Well, thanks for that, very helpful. Didn't give me any reasons or a justification for it, of course, or why I should listen to them, which of course I'm not going to. But yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. Honestly, at this stage, after a year and, you know, being monetized and stuff, not that I don't care, but I kind of don't. At the same time, I kind of just think I'm just going to do what I do, which is kind of what I've done the whole way along. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to try and make it easier for myself and faster through systems and processes and that sort of stuff, which is why I've been a little bit quieter recently. Been working on a lot of that stuff, and of course reformatting things to my new style of video. But anyway, we'll see where the channel goes. We'll see where yours goes. Let me know in the comments below, and see you in the next video.